Miesha Tate suffered the first setback of her MMA comeback stint on Saturday when she lost a unanimous decision to Ketlen Vieira in the UFC Fight Night 198 headliner in Las Vegas. A difficult fight for Tate here. She did her best to implement her game, the striking, the clinching, the takedowns, but it just wasn't consistently effective in this fight. She could not get the point scoring maneuvers or the damage off in order to take this decision from Vieira, and she now falls to 1-1 since coming back to MMA from a 5-year retirement stint earlier this year. Obviously, Tate was talking a lot of big things coming into this fight. She thought a title shot could be next with the win here. She feels she can beat Amanda Nunes. All these different ideas that she's really putting out there that predicated on her getting her hand raised in this fight, which of course did not happen. But if you are Tate, I don't think it's the most discouraging thing in the world. If you look at the landscape at women's bantamweight, she is definitely still one of the top names, top draws, and one of the most accomplished fighters. And I think a win or two gets her right back in this position to be potentially knocking on the door of a title shot. I do not think that is out of reach for her at this point, but she definitely needs to pick her shots in terms of the fights that come next. And I think for her, if you kind of want to go all in, you look at trying to push for that rematch against Holly Holm. This is a fight I thought they should have booked right away for Tate's comeback. They should have booked again in this spot, and it hasn't come together. The storyline between Holm and Tate is obviously so great there. The history of Tate taking the title from Holm years ago when they first fought, a dramatic come from behind submission win. I think you need to run that back. We're all talking about these older fighters in the division killing off the younger contenders. Holm has done that a few times over now with beating some of the rising names in this division. To me, it makes a lot more sense if you just have two of the older veterans fighting each other. Who is going to be on the track towards getting a potential final late career title shot? Who is maybe going to have that ambition shut down for good with what would be a sort of definitive loss on the resume there? So I do think Holm versus Tate makes all the sense in the world. That's the fight I want to see. That's what I hope they do, and I think that would be a very compelling rematch to put together that could headline a fight night event. It could be on a pay-per-view. It would be a fight that I think would garner a lot of interest given the name, the stakes, and the history between Miesha Tate and Holly Holm.